Hello everyone, I'm back with another video, and in today's video we have an HP laptop. This one is an HP 15gw0031, and in this video I'm going to take you on a step-by-step how you can open it up and how you can replace or remove your battery for this laptop. This method applies for any HP 15GW series. It doesn't have to be specifically 0031, it applies for the whole series. By removing the battery, you're not going to change any configuration, anything like that. And at the end of the video, I'll give you a tip how to keep the battery health on the best performance possible. Remember, when you disconnect the battery and you plug it back in, and when you turn it back on, you're going to get a text saying that the CMOS was reset to default. That's normal because there's no BIOS battery. The BIOS takes the charge from the main battery inside the laptop. So as soon as you disconnect the main battery, the BIOS, which is a chip on the board that makes everything work in there pretty much to boot up, it will reset to default. You just press enter and it will just restart. All right. With all that said, you're just going to power off the laptop, flip it upside down, and this is just a demonstration how to do it. I'm not actually replacing it, but it's the same thing. All right. Down here, we're going to grab the screwdriver. I'll be using our fixed screwdriver set. You're going to be using a Phillips #1 from this tool set. If you get the Pro set, they will include you with an opening tools and some tweezers. If not, grab yourself a guitar pick. And metallic guitar picks are suitable to opening cases and covers. Now, we're going to first remove two screws that we see on the bottom in the front. Remove these two. These are the short black-headed screws. Keep them in separate pile. Now, we're going to grab the opening tool and we're going to stick it on the bottom cover on the rubber legs right in there. And we're going to flip it upside like that. And we're going to lift it up like in 45-degree angle. We're not going to go like this. Otherwise, we can crack the plastic depending how old is your laptop. So bring it in 45 like this. And if yours is not sticky anymore, grab a double-sided tape, put it in there. Do not use a super glue or anything like that. Same thing on the front. Stick it all the way in there. Lift it up with the adhesive. Bring it down in 45 like that. Once you have it in there, now we're going to start removing the rest of the screw, one on the bottom and the four on the back row. Also, if you guys like my videos, if you find my videos helpful and helping you guys out, you can support the channel by clicking the like and subscribe. I'll greatly appreciate it. It helps and motivates me to make more videos, take requests, and answer your questions in the comment areas. I appreciate that. All right, now that we remove those, what are you going to do here? You're going to open up the laptop a little bit. I'll say about 30-40 degrees like that. So what you're going to do here, we're going to stick the guitar pick between the palm rest and the bottom cover, about 2 or 3 millimeters. And then we're just going to rotate and we're going to hear those big click sounds. That's what you want to hear. You want to hear those big click sounds. There's nothing to worry about. Sometimes it can happen that one of those clips breaks or two of them, doesn't matter. Those clips are pretty much to hold the cover in place until it goes to the screw station on the assembly line. So don't worry about it. The screws are going to do the main job. So if your laptop is really old, depending on when you purchased it, some plastic, some clips do get broken, so it's fine. Now, once we remove the side, grab it from the front and wiggle it around, and it will come out eventually. There's the battery right in here. The battery model is right by the HP logo. It says HW03XL and 11.34 volt, 41.04 watt hour battery. To remove this one, you need to remove 4 screws. One on each corner on the bottom corners. And 2 screws right beside the connector. Once you remove these 4 screws, what you want to do, you want to put your finger right at the corner here. It's kind of hard, but you want to lift it upward and bring it up. And there's your batteries. 1, 2, 3 cell batteries. So once you got the new one, I'll leave the link for the new battery, compatible one in the video description in case you want to purchase one for yourself. So let's say you got the new one. You want to make sure there's a double hole in here. One is for the nut right beside the plastic screw hole right here. So you want to put this one right in there, and then you want to hold it. Bring the other one, make sure the screw hole matches, and then release. Gently push right in here all the way to the connector. Put the 4 screws on the battery. Once you're done with that, all you want to do, you want to grab the bottom cover, you see this Wi-Fi cable always comes out on these models. I really don't like it. But make sure it doesn't stay over, otherwise it's not going to cover up the bottom cover. So you want to put it right underneath here, right there. And then you want to bring this cover up, put it right on top, push the corners, the front, the back corners, make sure they all click in. And what you want to do, you want to put the 2 screws in the front, and then put the rest of the screws on the bottom and put the rubber fit right over. And now, regarding your new battery, once you have the new battery in there, you do not want to power on right away. You want to connect it. You can power on right away for 1 minute or 2 minutes to see if it's actually turning on and stuff like that, to do checking. But you should turn it off right away and leave it charging for at least 4 to 5 hours. After 4 to 5 hours, when it's fully charged, you want to power it on without the charger connected, solely on the battery. And you want to discharge the battery slowly. Don't put any heavy load or anything like that. Bring down the brightness down to 50% and leave it there for it to discharge down to 30-40%. And after that, you just want to power it off again and leave it charging for another 4 to 5 hours. That initial charge and discharge is very important for the new batteries. You should be doing that once every while. If you see any gaps opening, you just want to pinch them and it will go to its place. Now I'm going to power it on and see if I get the logo. I don't know if it has a charge on the battery or not. So they had no charge, so I put the charger in. I'm powering it on, and it turned on and turned off a couple of times. It will do, and it should give me that the CMOS battery was reset. So it's doing a couple of times, and there we go. CMOS check invalid. CMOS reset to default configuration. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it is right there. So what I'm going to do right here, I'm just going to press enter, and that's it. And then it will just go back to the Windows. That's pretty normal for any HP laptop that they don't have a BIOS battery. And there we have it. I see the mouse moving, and there's a logo and desktop. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. If you have any question or requests, feel free to leave them in a video comment. I'll try to answer them as soon as I can.